Fuck, bro. All right, y'all ready? I don't know what to act, so y'all can just start pre-fire and stuff. I'm gonna just try to talk. I'm gonna just try to talk. You know what I'm saying? All right, fuck it. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it, bro. Chat? Do I put my cam on? I'm gonna put my cam on. I'm gonna put my cam on. All right. All right, chat. Tea time with auntie. Tea time with auntie. Hopefully this goes good, bro. I want to do these every month, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, auntie. Oh my god. Hey. Hey. How are you doing today?
Good.
How's your day been going? Now listen. I'm gonna be honest. Auntie, I'm gonna be honest. I'm nervous. Okay. But
So am
listen.
I. So
Listen.
that's
No,
that's good.
no, but look. Let me explain why. It's our first time talking. Okay. Every time we've talked, it's been through Unc, and that's okay. This is a good time for me to actually get to talk to you, right? And me to get to like know you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be like my auntie. Okay. Look, I'm gonna let you know right now. I want to do these like every month. We get to talk tea. This is literally tea talks with auntie. Okay. I want to do these
I
every
love
month.
it.
We gotta have like a schedule on these. I know that this one was kind of like late. You didn't want to do it with me no more. But I'm
No,
glad.
I've been wanting to do it, but my kids are little crotch goblins,
Yeah.
and
No, I
last thing you
understand.
need is little
Yeah,
heathens in the back.
nah, yeah, I understand. I was playing around with Unc all the time about it. I was just being funny. You know what I'm saying? But how's your day today though?
It wasn't too bad. I just hung around. I did some Legos. Very thrilling. So,
Yeah,
you know.
I feel that. Um, look, I didn't want this to be an interview at all. Okay, look, my chat, they're here. I'm gonna have them ask you some stuff, so it might, we
Okay.
can bounce off that. But I wanted you to, if you have anything you want to ask me too, I wanted you to ask stuff too. Okay, I wanted to just be a talk. Okay, I don't want it to be like,
Okay.
yeah, I don't want to make it seem like I'm asking you 21 questions. It's not an interrogation. Okay, I'm just gonna, yeah, I don't want it to be like that at all. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want it to be like that. I want to literally just be able to, talk to you. But the first question, somebody asked, when did she first meet Unc?
Well, we have known each other for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
We were like best friends for a long time, and
Okay.
then we both realized that we also liked each other.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
But
Before you continue, be honest. Did you have Uncle the friend zone at first or no? Yeah, Auntie, be honest with me, like be honest, like
no, well, because we obviously like didn't live near each other, so we were just like really good friends, and
okay,
he was like my best friend.
yeah,
Um, and it just kind of like slowly came out that like I knew that I liked him, but I didn't think he liked me, and then
mm-hmm,
he kind of felt the same way, and
mm-hmm,
then we both were just like, oh wait, you like me? Oh wait, I like you.
right, right.
And it just kind of went from there, and it's been great because who doesn't want to just like spend their time with their best friend? So,
Oh, oh, must be nice, man. Okay, okay. Um, wait, so hold on. How long have y'all known each other?
well, we've been together for 8 months, but we knew each other for like a year before that, so we've known each other for a while.
Okay, I understand that. Okay,
But like we didn't like obviously like at first we were just kind of like in passing, and then we would slowly became friends, and then we became really good friends, and then ended up together.
okay. How do you feel about him, like like watching the streams and stuff? Does he ever like? Look, this is my personal question. I want to know, does he ever like talk about me at all or no? Look, I'm getting
Yeah,
my
he shows
what he
he
does.
shows me, I hear it, I love it.
Okay,
I think it's great.
okay,
I
okay.
love it that he's found like a little
Yeah,
community.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, like
I love it.
he's really a part of the family. That's my dog. We text, we talk a lot. So he's a really good guy. Really good guy. Okay, look.
Yeah, I approve.
Yeah, yeah, he's a really good guy. Now listen. Chat. If y'all have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna just ask until y'all say something. I'm gonna just ask what I want to say. Um. Oh, okay. Well, no, Jazz asked your age, but Unc already said it. Now, look, that's crazy. I'm not asking that. That's crazy to ask a woman.
Oh,
But she's a girl, though.
33. It's fine.
Yeah,
I will say that I am very much like an open book. Like
yeah.
nothing bothers me.
Okay. Yeah, no,
I'm
no,
an
no.
open book.
Yeah. I wanted to just let me know if you don't have to answer nothing, you don't want to like answer. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm a pretty open book. I did social media stuff for a while, and I'm trying to get back into it. And so I've always been one to like share my story, things like that. So I'm a pretty open book.
Okay. Um. So I'm asking you this: How was your life like growing up? You know what I'm saying? You can talk about that if you want
Um,
to.
It was interesting. So I actually have a brother who has autism and is mute.
Hmm.
So growing up was definitely very interesting because I'm the youngest. He's older than me, and then I had two other older siblings, so I'm the youngest of four. And didn't grow up like obviously like with a lot of money and things like that, but we all kind of had to work together to like help take care of him so that like my brothers could so that my parents could work, not my brothers, so that my parents could work. And it definitely had like an interesting impact on growing up. Like I had to grow up pretty quickly.
Right.
I'm actually at my parents' house right now taking care of my brother for the weekend,
Hmm.
so that my parents could have a little weekend getaway.
Right.
Because he still has to like requires like full-time care, so my parents don't really get a lot of free time or breaks. So when I can, I'm like, I'll watch him, give him some like sisterly love, aka I pester the heck out of him, and he's like, please leave.
Okay. So you feel like because of that, like you had to like adapt to that role at a younger age.
Hmm.
Okay, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, like I'm very like self-sufficient. Like
Hmm.
I've just always been like very self-sufficient and just always like taking care of myself and like taking care of others just because I've always had to do that.
Okay.
Um, like uh Dylan, or I guess could even tell you that like he always is like, "Hey, can I help you?" And I'm like, "I got it." I just like so used to just doing everything on my own.
Yeah, I feel that. Um, I was gonna ask when you said something about social media. What did you used to do on social media?
I did like TikTok stuff there for a while.
Hmm.
I am like a huge reader, so I tried to do like, let me tell you about what I'm reading and film books. And
Yeah.
I deal with a lot of chronic illnesses, and so then I kind of tracked like my story of being diagnosed and dealing with going through that. And I went through a divorce and just kind of went over all of that and kind of became like a weird diary situation, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Book club. Yeah, she said book club. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Unc said. Yeah. Unc said. Unc said you don't need him. He needs you. Um. But no. Look. I'm
Yeah.
not. I need a list of books, please. Yeah. What are some books you've been reading? We'll get to that. Listen. So I'm gonna ask this, if you don't mind me asking. Um.
Mhm.
So the divorce thing. How how was that?
It was hard.
Yeah.
We were together since high school,
Damn.
and we're together for over 10 years. Um, and it just got to a point where I knew, and he knew too, but like we just knew that we weren't being a good representation of what we wanted our kids to think was a good relationship.
Hmm.
Um, and so we went through all that, and you always say you're gonna end things seamlessly and it's gonna be peaceful, but it always ends up being
Right.
hard.
Yeah.
I feel fortunate that when I was going through it, my kids were young.
Right.
So they honestly don't know any different than us being apart.
Mm.
I know that a lot of kids really struggle with divorce. So I feel fortunate in that piece that my kids don't know anything different. Um, and now they get to see their dad have a really healthy relationship. He's married and she's amazing. And they get to see me have a healthy relationship. So, um, sometimes it's better to just not be together, but it was hard and it's hard to like adjust to your kids being away and um things like that, but it was for the best and
I feel it.
you know,
If you have look,
yeah.
if you ever have anything to ask me, just cut me off. Don't hold back. Just ask whatever you want. Okay. I'm just asking my stuff at first because I've been wanting to talk to you anyway. So I just want to Um. So somebody in my chat is actually going to the military. He's doing boot camp soon. I don't know if you and Unc were y'all talking when he was doing that or not?
No, but I actually work and I help veterans, but yeah, I've never done like been in the military or anything.
Okay, because one of them had asked about what you thought about his military career.
I think anybody who is willing to serve is amazing. I have an incredible amount of respect for anyone who serves.
Hmm.
Um, I know that it's really hard for people who do that because there's so much time that you're not with your family. Um, but I have a lot of respect for people who make that decision.
Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Chat, y'all got anything else y'all want to know or no? Or it's back to me? Oh, they asked, what are your hobbies? What are some of your hobbies?
I have a lot of aspirations when it comes to hobbies, but as a having two young kids, my hobbies consist mostly of laundry, cleaning, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I really like to read. Um, I've started doing a little bit of Legos here and there.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'm trying to get back into like doing like social media stuff just
Yeah.
because I've always found it kind of like an escape a little bit, get things
Right.
like off my chest.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of hobbies.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. No, I do a lot of cleaning too. I do a lot of cleaning.
Yeah. When I
Med.
was dating, I had like the most boring dating profile because it's like, oh, what do you do for fun?
Then just clean. Just
Have
clean.
the will to live.
Yeah.
That's what I do for fun.
Nah, facts though. Wait. Ask her what who she thinks is the funniest person in the world and why.
Oh, I don't know. Funniest person in the world.
Yeah, who's the funniest person in the world to
I
you?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are funny. Um, I mean, I guess if I really had to pick somebody, probably my dad, because that's like where I get my humor from.
Hey kid,
I
what do
can
you? Hey
Um,
kid, hey kid, what do you
I
want?
can tell you who it better be.
Hey, she didn't pick you. She didn't pick you.
no, we had this conversation yesterday. You're not the funny one. I am.
she didn't. She didn't pick you. I'm sorry.
All right, well, you look smoking hot. You're doing great. Love you. Bye.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Um. Okay. All right. Now look. Um. I'm gonna say this. Um. So advice on women for me. Now listen. I'm 19. Okay. I'm young. I'm still young. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Look, I'm gonna tell you how my dating life was in high school. I'm gonna be honest. Look, I'm talking to you, so I'm gonna be honest. Not saying that I usually lie. Usually I just gotta exaggerate a little bit. I just feel like, look, auntie, I feel like, look, telling the truth all the time is not fun. It wouldn't be fun if
Hmm.
I just told the truth all the time. I gotta spice it up a little bit, right? So, look, in high school, I talked to girls, right? I only dated one girl.
Okay.
And we dated in the senior year. We dated my senior year. She was younger than me. I'm gonna be honest. She was younger than
Hmm.
me. Um, and we started talk. We was talking for like a while. I'll probably say, mm, like 5 months. We was like talking for like 5 6 months. Then I asked her out, uh, in the summer. And the reason it ended, was because of something that happened on my stream. Now, look, personally, um, I personally wouldn't want somebody that's like that liked me to watch my streams like that, you know,
Hmm.
because a lot of stuff can get misconstrued. I feel like it just shouldn't. It's just not really like healthy, But she still did, and I didn't know times that she was watching,
Hmm.
and it was just a miscommunication. Like it was something that really wasn't true, and that was my you gotta understand that was my first ever girlfriend, and so the breakup it was like hard for me, what I'm saying, and
Hmm.
I'm out of school like when we broke up, I was out of school now. Like I graduated and stuff. I'm out of school, so it's like now it's like I feel like finding a girl now is like harder when you're not in school. I know a lot of people say it'll like come to you, but I don't put
No,
myself.
it's hard.
Yeah, I don't put myself out there as much. Not, but look, I honestly feel like though that I don't know if it's just me just like coming up with excuse or trying to cope, but I feel like it may just be not be my time right now. I feel like maybe I just need to be focused on what I'm doing right now. Because it's really it's a big hindrance. Like it can help, but it also could be a headache too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Especially at my age, because like the maturity level kind of just really has to be there, like with both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't know what you think about that. Like, cause I stream, so I don't put myself out there as much. To be honest, I don't really be on social media as much. Like I just do my stream, post my clips, videos. That's it. So it's like
Yeah.
it's harder for me to like talk to like females, right? But
Hmm.
yeah. What do you think?
So obviously, like the whole thing now is like dating apps, but they're awful. Like I did all of that for years I could never get past the first date. I could never land a second date.
Yeah.
And so like they're awful. And like I said, I just ended up finding my person
Yeah.
on TikTok, which is really random. But like, yeah, you're 19. Like if I could go back and talk to my past self, I would say like, don't be so concerned with being like, I have to check all these life boxes, like get married, have kids, like all those things. Like spend this part of your life discovering who you are.
Right.
Because I didn't do that. And then when I finally realized when I was headed towards my divorce, I had no idea who I was.
Yeah.
You change so much from high school and through your 20s because you finally have that independence to find yourself outside of, structure of your parents and school and things like that. You finally get to figure out who you are as a person, and you change so much in your 20s that a lot of times who you're with in your 20s isn't going to necessarily match with who you're going to become because you're finding yourself.
Right.
And like spend this time just like discovering who you are, and then when someone does come into your life, like a huge thing that I also always advocate for is they should fit in with you. You should not morph to ever be with somebody. And that was a huge mistake I made, is that I completely molded myself to try to fit with my ex because I wanted to make him happy.
Yeah.
But then I had no idea of who I was.
Yeah.
And after my divorce, I spent so much time healing myself, figuring out who I am. And it's always important if you're with somebody to, make compromises and things like that. That's healthy and natural, but don't ever change who you are to
Right.
be with somebody.
Yeah.
So like you're streaming, that's important to you and that's amazing. That's your outlet. That's your friends. And you shouldn't ever have to change that to be with somebody.
Yeah.
And that's okay to also have that boundary. That doesn't mean you're hiding something or anything like that. That's just like your boundary, that's your outlet. And if somebody is genuinely with you and respects you, they'll respect that.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that next. Like, what do you think? I don't know how much you know about the space or this world. Like, the streaming stuff nowadays, is very like big now. But I was gonna ask you what you thought about it, because personally, I want you to hear from me and not anybody else. Like, I really find it as my calling, to be honest. Like, in real life, like I don't talk as much personally. I'm more like to myself. But it's really where I get to like express myself, talk to people, meet new people. I love meeting new people and like just building a community. One of my like huge goals is like to show people that you can do whatever you want in this world. Like me growing up, I've had family members try to make me do this and that and say you got to do this and that, but I just don't think that's like, I don't think that's the case. Like a lot of people not gonna understand and see like your vision and like your goal, right? But I feel like if you're really like fixated on something and you do it, work hard on it every day, like you wake up crazy about it every day, like I feel like that means it's for you, So, yeah, I was gonna ask you like, what do you think about like the whole streaming thing? Because this mainly what I do. This is like, I'm gonna be honest, this is like number one priority, like main thing I kind of got going for myself right now. Like this is what I just do,
I think it's amazing. And I know a little bit about it. I keep referencing my ex, but he obviously was like a huge chunk of my life. He used to stream playing video games, and that was like a huge chunk of his life, and was really into it. So I know a little bit. But like I said, and I did TikTok stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like I said, for me, it was also such an outlet, and like making a healthy community, finding people who like need that space.
Yeah.
I think that that's incredible. I think, especially if you're in it for the right reasons,
Right.
it's a really amazing thing. And if you're in it for the right reasons, that's how you can be successful. I think people who are in it for the popularity or the
Right.
money, that's when they fail, because they're so focused on that piece that they're not going to be genuine.
Right.
And from everything I hear and listen, like I think that you're going to be great. And if that's like your passion and your love, like go for it. Especially you're young, like this is your time to like go out there, shoot for the stars, and try.
Yeah.
And, at the end of the
Wow.
day, if it doesn't end up working, like, you have so much life to do other things.
Yeah. I really appreciate you saying that. It means a lot coming from you. And it feels weird for you to say I'm young because like I don't know why, but like older, like younger people like than me, because some of them are younger than me. They try to say I'm like old. I'm literally still young. I don't know why. Like it feels weird for me to get called old. Like I'm 19. Like you know what I'm saying. And my
I
birthday's
wish
late.
I could go back to 19.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I'm 19. Like I'm still learning. Like I'm still like I'm still a kid kind of. Like I'm an adult. Not really, but I'm a kid though. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Chat. If y'all have anything else y'all want to ask, let me know. Auntie, if you have anything you want to ask, let me know. No, I think this has been a good opening. I just really wanted to talk. We never got to really talk like that. I really appreciate you for taking the time, out of your day to sit and talk to us. It really does me a lot.
I've obviously hear all about, streaming and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you I am such a nervous, shy person.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get over that where you just have strangers essentially coming to you? You have a weirdo come in here and send you his songs that I'm just like, why? Why?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's just like a different version of me. Like when I'm streaming, like when I'm in front of a camera, like I can talk and just interact. It's weird. It's really weird. I don't know, but I do have my nervous time. Like when it's newer people, like sometimes I'd be worried about having somebody stick around. Like nobody will ever know. They know now because I'm saying it, because I just hide it, But like I'll be a little nervous. I'm like, okay, how should I act for them to stay around? But at the end of the day, you gotta just be yourself. If they mess with you, they're gonna stay for you.
Yeah.
So that's usually what it is. Somebody asks, how's Unc outside?
You ever dealt with any of the bullying side of
Nah,
being online?
Nah. Serious, okay. Like on a serious bullying, no, never been. Like, thankfully, no.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? They do try to bully me, every day, for fun, jokes, they try to pick on me and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Auntie, I don't, they can't do that either, Yeah, nah, you know that. Somebody asks, how's Unc outside of chat? How does he act?
He's pretty much the same. I will say that I am I'm his bully. I tease him relentlessly. I am definitely I tease with affection, but I'm definitely you're in kindergarten and you push down the boy you like. That's definitely me. So he definitely has to put up with me giving him a hard time. But but he's very much the same. He's such a genuine person that what you see is what you get.
Yeah, he's a good dude. From me talking to him, you don't come across a lot of good people like that. You know what I'm saying? So I try my best to, show my appreciation as much as I can. Auntie, do you know what a clip farm is? Do you know what clip farming is or no? Okay. Fizz, I can't ask her that. Uncle told me to ask you about writing. You've been writing.
Oh God, really? Okay.
He told me to ask you about that.
It is one of my dreams to be a published author. So that's something maybe someday I'll be able to accomplish or get to.
Well, you got to speak it into existence.
Yeah, it's just someday I would like to do that, but we'll see. It's also that's such a fear of mine is actually doing it and failing. Obviously it's with anything, you go out there and you fail.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something that's held me back, but I'm pretty sure he's probably referencing it because technically speaking, I am a published author. When I was 8, a poem of mine got published, and it is one of our biggest jokes is that this ridiculous poem, we recite it because it's just so funny. But I'm published. I'm in a book. I wrote a poem.
Is that what he's saying? He said, ask her about her date with the book idea. That's what he's talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about, okay. Honestly.
She doesn't know what you're talking about, Unc, okay? Stay on track. No, I used to like writing too. What would it be about? Just your life? You like to just write about your life, or is it just about something
I have a whole lot of ideas. I've probably the one that I would put out first is this thriller that I've basically written the whole thing. But I'm too scared to like finish it and do anything
You
with
gotta
it.
finish it. You gotta finish it, auntie.
I
You gotta
know.
go
It's
for it.
just like sitting in my Google Docs.
You gotta go for it. You know,
I know.
sometimes you gotta fail. You know, you gotta fail to succeed. You know, sometimes you gotta just do it.
Yeah.
You gotta just do it. You
I
know what I mean?
definitely have like a fear of failing because I personally feel like I failed at a lot of things.
Hmm.
I know that like I've come out good on the other side, but it's still like I feel like I failed some of those things, so I definitely like let that get to me.
Yeah, I feel like that's normal. I feel like everybody got a little fear of failing, but you gotta just go do it. You know, you only live once. No, but he said
Yeah,
her.
see, I'm better at like giving the advice than taking my own advice. Like
Yeah,
that's I'll push somebody to follow their own dreams, but I'm not good at following my own.
he said her book self care kit things she wanted to do.
Oh, I wanted to do called Treat Your Shelf,
Mm.
where it's like a book box basically, and it would have like a book and then like a face mask. Like so you'd have like a quiet night like with a book and like a self-care situation.
Mm.
It was
Okay.
something I thought about doing.
Okay. Okay. She can still be safe from the clip farming. Don't be teacher. Yeah. She not gonna know what that is. Yeah. He said you beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
No, okay. Yeah. I think he's into that though. So he likes that type of stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I
It's
will.
all with adoration.
Yeah.
Every
Nah, I'm glad. Yeah. He needs it. You know, he needs it sometimes. Yeah, he needs that.
I
I feel
gotta
like
keep him humble.
yeah, it has to be that balance. You know what I'm saying? It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be that balance. Like, nah, I'm not helping you. You kind of you need it, bro. You kind of need it. Chat. That's most of what I wanted to ask. Honestly, like I just wanted to talk to her about like some of the main stuff. To be honest, I would say one more thing is like, have you ever like, say lost like friends? Like I think everybody has, but like like I'm talking about ones
Yeah.
that you've like been friends with for like a long time. So I'm gonna say my story from it. Okay, um, when I was in like middle school, um, I had this friend, and we was friends from like sixth grade all the way till like senior year of high school. Like we were friends for a long time, and it's like when you have friends like that, you never think that y'all will ever like stop being friends. And things happen. I would say the biggest aspect for me is miscommunication, like the communication aspect, like that ruins like a lot of things. So we stopped being cool, and when I love somebody, like I love hard, like what I'm saying. That was something that it took me like a while to get over. Like even to this day, sometimes I still find myself thinking about it. But I just wanted to ask you, like, did you ever have to go through something like that? How did you get over it? I'm kind of over it though. Like I would say, if anything, me now I kind of use it definitely as a source of motivation. I definitely feel like it for me. I've like tried to like learn to like not have any hate for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I think everything kind of really happens for a reason, and I wouldn't have met the people that I met now if I didn't lose some people. You got to lose some people. Not everybody's gonna be down, with you. You know what I'm saying? But what would you say? Like had you ever had to do that?
I've definitely gone through that. I went through horrible bullying when I was in high school, so I lost all those friends.
Mm,
The reason I got off of TikTok initially was from bullying. Um, I like to think that I'm pretty thick-skinned, but to a point when it starts to impact your mental health, it's time to put yourself first and call it a day. And I've lost friends from that, and it's hard,
yeah.
especially like I have a lot of trust issues. Um, I've been through a lot of things that have derailed my trust, and so when I finally give it to somebody and they abuse that and shatter it, it's really devastating, and it just makes it harder for me to give it the next time. And so that's something that I really deal with, and I try to think of it as like a lesson. Like each time I go through that, I'm gonna just come out as like a stronger person. But there's always like a piece of it that is just permanently going to hurt because I have a hard time comprehending that you give your so much of your like love, trust, and time to somebody and they're
Yeah.
willing to just throw you aside.
Hmm.
Um, people grow apart, and that's one thing, but when people just are willing to not care and just throw you aside is a really hurtful thing to try to comprehend and understand.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely get that. I have another question for you. This is a girl question. She says, girl question, what advice do you have for handling boys? I'm 20. For example, setting boundaries with them. That's what she said.
Um, I I don't like never be like, oh, boys will be boys. Like you need to know from the get-go what your lines are, what your boundaries are, and never let somebody make you feel like your lines and boundaries are not okay. I've absolutely been in situations where I have been made to feel uncomfortable and unsafe, especially like if you do any sort of like online dating. Um, so if somebody like even through messaging and stuff and you feel like, oh, okay, like it's not hurtful to like, I don't know, like say things or whatever, know what your boundaries are and don't even broach those kinds of subjects or broach those kinds of lines. Make what you're okay with and what your boundaries are clear from the start.
Yeah.
And if somebody is never okay with that, then they're not your person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 100% like the line. If someone is like, oh, well, you should be wanting this or, then they're not your person. Your person or somebody you want to spend your time with is going to be okay with what you want and what your boundaries are.
100%.
And that's like my biggest thing is like whoever you want to be with will mold to who you are. Like who you both are will just mold together. And little things obviously you have to adjust, but you should never have to fundamentally change who you are to fit with somebody.
You listening, Jazz?
And if you're online dating, like I've learned the hard way on several occasions. Have somebody that you trust, always share your location, never let them pick you up. Even if you have to take an Uber, meet them somewhere. I've like I said, I've learned the hard way. And even if it seems silly and they like want to be a gentleman, whatever, put your safety first. You can never fully know like who somebody is until you really get to know them because people can put on a fake facade really easily.
Damn.